Hi guys, it's Julie here and today I'm finally in my new house. I had a little break but today I'm back and I'm gonna show you my live streaming setup because so many people asked me how do I live stream, what do I use to live stream, what equipment, and today I want to make your life easier. So today I'm gonna cover the equipment I use, the software I use, OBS Setup, and drivers you might need if you also use MacBook like I do. Okay, let's start. So as I already mentioned, I'm using OBS to live stream to platforms like YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and some other platforms, but today we're not gonna cover Instagram setup because it's slightly different and I'm gonna do a separate video for this topic. So to live stream you need a software and I'm using OBS Studio and this one is completely enough for me. So let's start from the equipment I use to live stream. So to live stream you need a mic. I'm using Rode NT2A. You can have also a dynamic mic. It doesn't really matter which one you use. I'm using this one because my dynamic mic isn't that great. You need a mic stand and then you need your XLR cable which will connect your mic to your audio interface. I'm using Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 which is completely enough for me because I never stream with more than 2 inputs, so I connect my mic to the first input and then I connect my guitar to the second one. As some of you noticed, I do 2 different setups. So if I do an acoustic session, I connect my guitar through my audio interface, but when I do an electronic one, I basically play everything from my Ableton, so then I only need my mic to be connected to my audio interface. Then you connect your audio interface to your computer through USB cable, but I guess that's pretty easy and everyone knows that, or maybe not. So you just need a USB cable to connect it, which is usually included in a package with your audio interface, so you don't need to buy anything extra. And then you need your computer. I'm using MacBook from 2015, which is a bit weak at the moment. That's why when I do a proper Ableton live set, I have to use a different setup and then I have to connect it to my phone and stream from my phone. Another thing very useful for live streaming are headphones, and I'm using very old ones. These headphones are like 12 years old and wow, they're still working, so any comfortable headphones will do for you. I use one SOFTBOX to make my video look much better, and I also use this little LED stick lamp which looks great. My favorite colors are blue and pink, but you know, it gives you this nice vibe, and whenever I do like a proper concert I usually use a lot of those to create a nice vibe. So when it comes to webcam, I use my built-in computer webcam, which isn't the best one. I'm saving money for the proper one, but you can buy a lot of good USB webcams you connect to your computer. And I did some research and they say the best webcam, and I'm gonna buy this one, is Logitech 922C. That's the best webcam for live streaming. Okay guys, and I almost forgot about the most important thing, which is a stable internet connection. So you really need a cable connection. So the cable comes from your router. It's called Ethernet cable. And if you're using a MacBook like I do, you will need this adapter, which is an original Apple adapter. It's a Thunderbolt, and I really suggest you buying this one. Thunderbolt, not USB, because it's gonna slow down your connection. So you connect it together and then you connect it to your computer, and trust me, you really want the best connection because otherwise your video will be lagging, your stream can stop anytime and people will be leaving and we don't want it. So that's the rule, you just need a stable internet connection. Okay, so I think now we can go to OBS Setup and I'm gonna show you what is my setup. I'm not saying this will be the best for you because As I mentioned, my computer is a bit weak, so I have to use some lower resolution. And I'm also gonna show you what drivers you need to make your desktop audio on your MacBook work and be heard by people who will be watching you. Okay, so let's start with OBS. Obviously, if you don't have it on your computer, you have to download it. So go to Google.com, type OBS Studio. You go to the first website and you have 3 versions, Windows, Mac and Linux. Obviously, I'm going for a MacBook version. So you download it, you install it, and then let's open OBS. So when you open your OBS, you will have one window, and I always recommend going for studio mode because this way you will be able to see changes firstly and then send it to all the people. So let's say I'm about to start my live stream and I have this graphic saying start soon, and I want to see how my stream looks like before I show myself to people. So this way you can press this little I, and then start soon is going to disappear on your left side, which means people still see start soon. And if you feel your live stream looks as you want it to look like, you press transition and then you're visible to your viewers. I've got a lot of things here in sources. I've got some pictures, I've got some widgets and some other stuff. So you can actually create a lot. I've got 2 channels here. The first one is my desktop audio and the second one is my mic. So to make your mic work, you have to go to Preferences. You go to audio settings, and as your mic, the first audio, you choose audio interface. In my case, it's Scarlett. And to play your desktop audio, which is going to be a bit different for a MacBook, I'm going to leave you a link to a video how to download Sunflower and how to install it, how to build your MIDI output device. So when you have your Sunflower installed and your MIDI output device built, you go to Preferences Audio and you use your Sunflower as your desktop audio choice. Okay, let's move to the stream now. So as you can see, you have service, server, and stream key. So I personally stream to restream.io because I stream to 2 different locations, and I just copy my stream key from the website. And you can't show your stream key to anyone because then people can stream to your channels. I don't know if they would be happy to do that, but you never know. So I'm not showing you my stream key as well. When you go to service, you have different choices. You can stream to Facebook, you can stream to YouTube, Twitch, and many, many more. You can use a custom choice, which is, let's say, an app which is not here on the list. You need your server key and your stream key, which you will get on every streaming platform. Okay, let's move to video settings. So my video settings are 720p. I'm streaming with my built-in camera. And as I said, I'm gonna buy a webcam very soon. So my video is gonna be much better. So I choose 25 FPS, not 30, because as I said, my computer is a bit weak and this makes it more efficient. And I really recommend using 24 or 25 because let's be honest, you don't need 30 FPS and it's gonna just overuse your CPU. And now let's go to output settings. So I use advanced output mode because I have to choose CPU usage preset ultra fast, which is gonna use less of my CPU. And you've got also encoder here. So if you have a built-in graphic card, then I really recommend using the built-in one because it's not going to overuse your CPU. And if you're streaming like me using your Ableton, it's going to be much better for you. Okay, let's go to mic settings. So I recommend you to check firstly how loud you are singing. And you should stay somewhere between -15, -10. The other amazing thing about OBS Studio is that you can use filters, which means you can apply reverb to your vocal. You press this Procat and then you choose filters. And on your left side, you press VST plugin. And then when you press the first window, you can choose a lot of different filters you have downloaded on your computer. So I downloaded Tall Reverb 2, which is like a simple reverb filter, and it's completely enough for me. Okay, and to adjust your reverb level, press Open Plugin Interface. And you can find here a few options like dry, wet, pre-delay or room size. Okay, let's move to desktop audio now. If you're using MacBook, it means you have to download Sunflower and build your MIDI output device. So please go to the description of this video and watch the whole tutorial how to download Sunflower and how to build your multi-output device on your computer. When you finish this process, it will allow you to play your favorite music from your iTunes or Ableton. And I'm gonna show you now how to make your music from Ableton being heard by your viewers. So you open your session in Ableton, you go to Preferences, and as your output device, you have to choose multi-output device. And if you decide to use your mic through OBS, you don't really need an input device. And now go to your desktop bar, press the little speaker and choose multi-output device. And here we go. Let's go back to OBS. And now you can see your desktop audio is playing through OBS so people can hear it. Okay guys, I think that's pretty much it for today. If you feel like I missed something or you have any more questions, feel free to ask them in comments. I'm very happy to answer anything if I know the answer. And thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, please subscribe to my channel and I'll see you next time. Bye!